Hello everyone, I'm Nathamola Hasakun. I would like for you to keep in mind this question along with my presentation on child rights in ASEAN. So let's get started. Child rights have lately been a sensitive issue amongst the states in ASEAN, both national and regional institutions. This can be drawback when the United Nations Convention on the Rights of the Child has been signed and ratified by all member states, in which binding themselves to the protection of and respect for a full range of rights for all children. For the national level, most ASEAN members have adopted at least one child-specific piece of legislation and other child-related legislation upon the ratification of the CRC. Being the first state to ratify CRC in 1990, Vietnam then adopted the law on protection and care and education of the child. Countries like Singapore's efforts to secure the children's rights came along before the CRC was ratified. Singapore has the region's oldest Children and Young Person Act, dating from 1949. For Thailand, key legislation includes, but it is not limited to, the Child Protection Act 2003, which seeks to protect children from harassment, violence, and gross negligence of all kinds. We clearly seen that countries in ASEAN are equipped with laws, policies, and national plans on child rights. However, it can be observed that the extent of compliance of laws varies from country to country. One of the main gaps concerns the definition of a child and the minimum age standard between those contained in national laws and that of the CRC. Such a gap can have significant consequences for the security, rights, and well-being of the children in ASEAN, especially when the legal provisions relate to marriage, criminal liabilities, and child employment. Therefore, more strategically, the issue of child classification will need to be addressed so as to allow greater state enforcement and enjoyment of children's rights in ASEAN. On the other hand, the regional level is the ASEAN Commissions on the Rights of the Women and Children, complementing the interpretation in line with the ASEAN Human Rights Declarations. However, the lack of a comprehensive binding treaty, coupled with an effective body capable of promoting and protecting children's rights, can lead to their failure to respond to complaints about children's rights abuses. They are more interested in supporting events such as conferences and academic papers, rather than in offering rigorous defense and pressing for the accountability of wrongdoers. ASEAN human rights process may be weak in contrast to many more developed systems like Africa, America, and Europe, but the fact that all 10 state members have agreed to set up only the most rudimentary commissions on human rights is more progress than anyone would have predicted. Without the consensus of all ASEAN state members, a human rights system would never have been recognized in the first place. That a country like Myanmar now, in the human rights discussion, at least officially speak and communicate, this has to be seen as a distinct step forward. For the question, if the ASEAN child rights regime marks a successful accomplishment, the response is probably at worst and maybe possibly at best. It takes time for national and regional organizations to establish reliable and effective child protection system, and the path to the end is never an easy one, so it is challenging for ASEAN as a whole. This is the end of my presentation. Thank you for your patience.